have a really cool trick to show you. I liked it a lot when I first saw it and learned how to do it, and I hope you guys will like it as well. So here we go. We're going to start out with the spectator choosing any card. It could really be any card, does not matter. And I'm going to show this to the spectator, but I do not want to look at it, so I'll just show it to you guys. And I'll turn away. Promise I'm not looking, guys. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to place your card on top, and we're going to give the deck a single cut. So there's, once again, I'll look away. There's your card right there. Alright. And then we're just going to place everything else right on top. Square everything up. And I'm just going to snap my fingers, and as I go through the deck, you might notice that the card has turned blue. And how cool would it be if this blue card actually turned out to be your card, King of Spades? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave the King of Spades down right there. We'll come back to it in a little bit. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to remind you that the spectator could have shuffled this up as much as they want. So we'll do it again, alright? We'll just have the spectator, I just call it stop as a riffle down. Let's say stop right there. Alright, perfect. So, once again, I won't look, but that is your card. Alright, so set it down right there. We're going to place it on top. Give the deck a cut, and I won't look away again, and that's your card, just to be sure. And we will place the rest of the deck right on top. Square everything up. And then, snap my fingers, the exact same thing will happen. If I can find it. Nope, not in here. Huh. Nowhere. That's kind of strange. Well, I just wonder where it could have gone. Well, looks like it's right there. And, wow, that's kind of weird, actually. Well, anyway, that's the trick, guys. Now for the tutorial. Alright, guys, so what you're going to need for this trick is normal and full deck of cards. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be an entire deck of cards, but, you know, if you're missing one or two, that's okay. And you're going to need a duplicate card of any card, does not matter which card, of a different colored back. So I just used a red deck and a blue deck. You can use whatever decks you want. I guess Bicycle is the simplest deck, really. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take the normal red back or whatever is corresponding to the deck. You're going to place that on the bottom. Then you're going to take the duplicate card that has a different back and place it on the very bottom. So you have a different back and then normal back. So, that is your setup. And what you're going to do is you're going to fan out the cards to the spectator. Careful not to flash this card right here. If you want to show every card in the deck cleanly, without flashing this card, what you do is you push that card back, so it's like this, and then you just spread out the cards like this, so you don't really show that card right there because it's covered up. And that's just a good convincer that you say every card in the deck's different, and just try not to flash the bottom, because if they remember that, then they'll think suspicious. So I'm going to spread out the cards, and what you're going to do is you're going to have them choose any card, and it can really be any card in the deck, as long as it's not like, you know, one of these. It can't be these two cards, really. And like, so I would say don't show this to people who are like, who choose the top card or the bottom card, because I don't think it'll work that well. So what, so yeah, but most people just pick a card, you know, roughly in the center, so that's okay. You don't want to look at it, but for this trick you will. So it's the 7 of clubs, free choice. What you're going to do is you're going to take the 7 on top, and you're literally just going to cut the deck. That is all you're going to do. No controlling card anywhere, no keeping a break. And it seems super fair to the spectator. Then you're going to snap your fingers, spread through the cards, and look for that blue card. Now their card is right here. It's the card underneath the blue card. So what you're going to do is you're not going to take the blue card and take it to the top. You're not going to do that. You're going to cut the cards to where the blue cards are. So now you have 2 of spades with a different back, their card, and then their red 2 of spades on the bottom. Okay? And all you're going to do is double lift. So just, once again, riffle up the back like that. Have a pinky break, and then just flip it over, make it look one card, or make 2 cards look like one. And yeah, so that's all you're going to do. And then you're going to take the card that they think is their card, but it's actually a 2, and you're going to set it down right there. And you don't want to shuffle the deck. You don't, like, because I just like to do that a lot, and I almost made that mistake in the tutorial, or in the performance. So just don't shuffle the deck. Actually, I shouldn't say that because that's what you're going to do. I mean, don't cut the deck before you shuffle. So what you're going to do is you're going to do an overhand shuffle where you just peel off one card and then you just shuffle blocks of cards on top. And you don't want to show that two of spades to the spectator, so it'll look like that. And you don't want to flash it either. So in real life, it'll probably work because you can shuffle like this, and they're over here so they wouldn't see that card. Or you can control the two of spades to the top any way you want. I just think an overhand shuffle is just kind of a natural way of shuffling cards, so they won't think much of it. And then what you're going to do is a slip force. Now, a slip force is like one of my favorite forces because it's so simple, it's so easy, and it's really convincing. So all you're going to do is you're going to hold the deck like this mechanics grip, so 3 fingers on the side, pointer finger on top, thumb on this side, and you're going to riffle down the deck just like that. Preferably the corner that you're riffling down is pointed to them. So I guess with spectator it'd be like that. It doesn't really matter though, so just, you can say stop whenever you want. And then what you're going to do is a slip force. So it looks something like this, okay? And then that's the two of spades right there. So here's how you do that. They could call it stop, and these 3 fingers right here are going to pull back on that card. So let's see if I can get a good angle of this. So this is essentially what's going to happen is if I can get a good angle here, this is what's going to happen. As you pull this packet away, your fingers just grip onto that last card. And I'd say the main problem here is the sound, because if you listen closely, you go, like you could hear that, you can hear kind of something going on. So what you do, I don't think there's really a fix to that, so just say stop, and then just kind of talk while you're doing it, so it's not quiet. So basically it's like, alright, so just, alright, right here, you sure? Okay, so that's your card right there, and then it's the two of spades. So you're just going to do the slip force by stopping wherever they want, and pulling back those fingers to keep the 2 right there. So once they select the 2, you're going to place it on the table, put the deck back together, or you can just put this half on the bottom. I just like putting it on the table and placing it on top. But if you don't have a table, and I should also say this is really good for street magic. So if you're just doing it without a table, you can just place that in your pocket. And so yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, what you're going to do now is they know their card's on top. You're just going to cut the deck, lose that 2 in the middle. And what you're going to do is you're going to spread through the cards and you're going to be like, I'm going to do the exact same thing where the card turns blue. And obviously not a card isn't going to turn blue. And you're going to act like you mess up. It's like, huh, that's kind of weird. And then however way you want, you just turn over that card and they see that it's changed into their second card. And so that's the trick, guys. Hope you like it.